Welcome to Vaayusastra's Future Scientist Meet chapter number 14. Today we have 5 future scientists, 5 people who are going to change the future of human space industry, 5 people who have this potential to change or take humanity to next level are present here. The 5 people are Rakshansai, the CEO of Aerospace now, Kashikaa, Sanjay, Vishnoo, and Riyansh, Vora. Okay, let's start our program. So this program is an initiative by Vaayusastra Aerospace. So Vaayusastra Aerospace is an IIT incubated startup. Our basic job is to spread the awareness of aeronautics and aerospace among school children and college students using hands-on methods, theatrical enactments, using storytelling methods. So as part of our online module, we had something called Trigger the Spark. So after completing 8 to 9 levels of Trigger the Spark, all the students are having their own set of group of students like a company. Some of them registered already, some of the students returned their own books, and some of them did more than 40 to 50 presentation. Some students created their own theories. So you will see the magic. We already started seeing all this magic. And let's start today's program, the Future Scientist Meet chapter number 14, the first presenter of the day. So he is the MD of this company, Aerospace now, and his name is Sanjay. Sanjay is from Sri Chaitanya Techno School and he is studying grade 6. And all of you wonder, so every planet has like this, every planet has a crown on its head. So when you ask normal people, they don't know what is it. When you ask Vaayusastra students, they will say Aurora. What is this Aurora? Aurora. And if you look at the Saturn, Jupiter's Aurora, they are much more magical. And we have Sanjay here to give more insights, and he did a lot of research on it, and he is going to present on this topic, Jupiter's Aurora. Sanjay, the stage is all yours. Sanjay, I think you are muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir, for the introduction. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
One sec. Here. Yes. So I welcome you all today to see my presentation, and this is going to be the topic Jupiter's Aurora. By Sanjay. So before we start our introduction, I would like to give you a small introduction on my company, Aerospace Now, the future space research. So Aerospace Now is a company which is dedicated to space. We do space research, space presentations, and we are thinking about doing models in the future. So MD Sanjay, which is none other than me, and CEO is Rakshansai, which is my colleague. So let us move on to the topic. First, when we talk about auroras, I would like to talk about the aurora which is present in our own planet, which is Earth. So what is the Earth's aurora? Aurora. So when you think of an aurora, you see lights. You remember about lights. They're beautiful colored lights. So aurora is nothing but a luminous phenomenon of Earth's upper atmosphere that occurs primarily in high altitudes of both hemispheres, which is the northern and the southern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, auroras are called as aurora borealis. Aurora borealis or northern lights. And in the southern hemisphere, they are called as aurora australis or southern lights. Is there aurora on Jupiter? So as you all know from the topic's name itself, Jupiter's aurora, we can say that Jupiter has an aurora, and not only that, Jupiter has the brightest aurora in the solar system. On both Earth and Jupiter, auroras are linked to charged particles in the planet's magnetosphere, the region that surrounds the planets affected by its magnetic field. So these aurora collide or clash with each other, which makes the beautiful lights. How can Jupiter also have aurora lights? So Jupiter has a phenomenon called electromagnetic ion circuitron waves. The researchers said, guided by the Jupiter's magnetic field, the ions surface the EMIC wave and eventually slam into the planet's poles, triggering the X-ray aurora. How are Jupiter's auroras formed? So, in this, the Hubble telescope has a picture of a certain of glowing gas is wrapped around the Jupiter's north pole like a lasso. This certain of light called an aurora is produced when high energy electrons race along the planet's magnetic field and into the upper atmosphere, where they exceed atmospheric gases, causing them to glow. As we saw in the previous slides, that Jupiter has the most powerful auroras present in the solar system. It is the only planet that has that. I know Earth and other planets have, but Jupiter has the strongest or most powerful. So this is because of the atmospheric gases and electrons that race, which have a high energy, causing them to glow brightly. Why does Jupiter have a strong aurora? In the last slide, I have just given you a small glance on it. Now let us go deep in it. So Jupiter's auroras are produced by a constant rain of high energy electrons, mostly striped from LO's atmosphere. So LO is nothing but one of Jupiter's moons. So these are accelerated along the magnetic field line to the Jupiter's pole, where they fall into the upper atmosphere and interact with the gases to produce a glow. So the main things that we need to know here are the main reasons which help the Jupiter to get its auroras are high energy electrons and some atmospheric gases. What color is Jupiter's aurora? So when we talk about auroras, they are in different colors like red, green, but what color is the Jupiter's aurora? While on Earth, the most intense auroras are caused by solar storms, when charged particles rain down the upper atmosphere, excite gases and cause them to glow in red, green, and purple color. Jupiter has an additional source for its auroras. So it also has a red, green, and purple, and some more colors too. Can auroras be dangerous? So till now we have seen what are auroras and which planet has the most powerful aurora, and many things like that. But are auroras dangerous? Can you touch auroras or can you go near to auroras? So let's see this slide. The northern lights occur so high up in the atmosphere that they don't possess any threat to people watching them from the ground. So here it explains that the auroras that you see are way up. So it's so high that even if you want to go to that place, you need to climb a tall mountain to touch it or go near it too. So from the ground, it is safe to watch. But when you go up, the aurora itself is not harmful to humans, but the electrical charged particles. So as you all know, auroras are creating themselves because of the high charged electrons present in the auroras, which collide to make the auroras glow and which make different colors. So here we need to know that the electrons only are harmful because of the electrically charged particles, which can make you can cause side effects, but not the aurora itself. So produce could have some potential negative effects to infectious and technology. So I would like to end this presentation with a small quote. Curiosity is the essence of our existence. So always be curious and ask questions. Thank you. Any questions?
Okay, so we already have Naman raised his hand. Yes, Naman, you have any doubts? You can ask your question. And Sanjay, do we have a quiz?
I haven't this.
Okay, so quiz is required.
Okay, so Sanjay, just wanted to inform you that it's not LO, it's IO. So basically, and just to give a small brief on IO, it's basically a planet with a very high temperature and filled with volcanoes. So that is also the reason why Jupiter has very strong auroras.
I think it's not a planet, it's a moon.
Yeah, it's a moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, great presentation.
Nice. Well done, Sanjay.
Nice one, Sanjay.
Avinash, yes, Avinash has some questions.
Super, Sanjay.
I didn't see the full presentation because I just
Okay.
joined, I had a test. But now my question to you is, who is Jean Carmen? Who is Jean Carmen?
Who is Jim Carmen?
Jean Cernan, sorry, I'm very sorry.
Okay. So that Sanjay can able to tell. Jean Carmen.
Jean Cernan, who is that?
Jean Carmen.
You're searching it, I know you're searching it. You would switch off your video for that only. You're searching it. Anyways, even I don't know. You said that right.
He's checking whether others know.
I know. But yeah, I'm not sure.
I think he may be a famous person, like a space scientist.
No. He's an astronaut. Jean Cernan is an astronaut.
Yeah, he's an astronaut.
NASA.
He's a NASA astronaut. Yeah.
He is not an astronaut.
He was. He retired. He retired. Just
Yeah,
He died.
he died before retiring. Only. Like
No, he
after
died.
retiring.
Yes,
Is it?
he died after retiring, but he died.
Right.
Google, who is Jean Carmen?
Arey NASA astronaut Jagu.
Jean
Yeah.
Cernan is the.
Somewhere I saw some.
He
He's
is the Apollo 11. He was the
Ah,
last pilot. Was the
11%
last
to
pilot
walk
land.
on the moon. The last person from
Yeah.
NASA till now.
Jean Cernan. Yeah. Okay.
He also went in Apollo 10. Jagu.
Oh. See, do you know
Double
something?
missions.
I just suddenly somewhere I saw SpaceX. Okay.
No, Jagu, not SpaceX.
Sanjay, please send the quizzes link. I'm waiting.
Yeah, quiz link.
Yeah,
Fine.
So excited.
me too.
Yeah, I'm quite excited than usual.
He was on Japanese.
Hi.
Jagu, why did you say
Oh,
Jagu, you
but
said
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia full biography now.
Yeah.
Jean Carmen.
Jagu is very
Jagu.
quick. Even Jagu has a
Hey, I am also searching. I don't know who is Jean Carmen.
And then I saw
Nice.
Oh, that's impressive, Jagu, because you don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, Jagu, that's
How does he also
I have to lie. I don't know Jean Carmen.
Oh my god.
Jagu,
good?
see,
Uh-huh.
when I saw at the end of the slide, that is a quote in Sanjay's presentation, I wanted to know who this Jean Cernan guy was. So I thought, okay, let me search. Jean Carmen. I The name that went into my head was
We
Gene Carmen.
already
Gene Carmen.
who had
When I
sent
searched
the
it, I found.
website, the
Hey,
Wikipedia.
wait, Ra. What I found was this one.
Another link.
Gene Carmen Real Estate in Lafayette, Indiana. Indiana
What?
is in the US.
What? Avinash found real estate in India.
Indiana.
It doesn't
Lafayette,
relate.
Indiana.
It doesn't
It's
relate
Indiana.
at all.
Where is Sanjay?
Not
Yeah,
India.
Sanjay.
Hey, he's still unmuted, but he's not even responding.
It's
No.
Sanjay, quiz time.
Yeah,
Quiz.
quizzing da.
Oh, yeah.
We are trying to copy the quiz link.
That's
I think it's not-
what most of us are waiting for, right?
Yeah. Half of the
Yeah.
people are waiting for that.
Yeah.
Half of the people. Half
Yeah.
people. Not lying.
Mutual. That's mutual.
Yeah.
That is always me.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not-
Jagu,
Yeah, Vishnu,
always so many
Vishnu,
members will
in
ask
your
for
present
quiz.
thing, I've got to ask you some few questions now. I have some few questions for you.
But
lined
Jason
up.
joined. Hello, Jason. Jason, welcome to our young researchers group.
You can
Our, level 5 student. So he completed almost 5 to 6 levels in Vaayusastra.
Nice.
Nice.
And he
Nice.
was,
Nice. Oh,
Nice.
Jagu.
introducing him live.
Which grade? Which grade?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
grade?
Third grade.
Third.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I think
Hey,
Vidyesh, you
Jason.
can talk
Yeah,
to.
Jagu. Yeah. Jagu,
Okay, not
Jason
now,
is
not
from
now.
which
After
country,
that.
Jagu? Jason
After.
Jason is
after.
from Jason is from which country, Jagu?
Which
Indiana.
country? Chennai.
Chennai.
Oh my God.
It's Chennai.
Yeah, Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, Jagu. I
Jason
thought that you are-
Rakshan, he thought of something
Yeah.
else.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Rakshan.
I
Exactly.
thought that-
That's-
Exactly,
that's-
Rakshan.
That happens,
that
da.
you-
That happens.
I thought that it's
Okay, wait,
American or
Let me explain
Foreigners
that.
have.
yeah.
Let me
Foreigners
call.
Hey,
have
where is the
countries.
quiz link?
I get confused.
That's what I'm going to ask. So call Sanjay, no? Rakshan.
Sanjay,
Call
just a
Sanjay.
minute, Jagu. I'll call him right now.
Hey,
Sanjay.
I am mute only, da.
Hey,
Yeah, he's here.
Why are you
No
not
need to.
responding, da? Why are you not
Yeah,
responding?
he's here, but he's
Respond.
still
We're calling you for quite a long time now.
Yeah.
Respond, man.
quite a long time,
Respond.
So everyone is unmute. You can't even hear my voice, sir. I was responding.
Oh, he
Yeah,
is
then
here.
check your mic, da.
Fine.
Check your mic.
Jahaja, you are not responding. We are counting
Oh,
times
yeah.
that
So
you are
next,
not.
we have Riyansh waiting to present. Before that, let's have a quiz. So most of
Rakshan.
the students waiting for the quiz. Yeah.
Rakshan, okay. The message you wrote, okay. Send it.
Sanju. No, I can't call him Sanju. He's not Sanjay.
He's not Sanjay that. You cannot call
No,
it.
he's not Sanjay. I know that. So yeah,
You could
Sanjay.
Hey, that's funny, da. Literally.
That was good. That was good.
Sanjay,
Yeah.
Sanjay.
Totally
Sanjay,
fine.
Same first name. So
You
it
take more
doesn't matter
time.
whoever I call. Even if I call
Tell him to
Sanjay,
share his
Sanju,
link.
it's not.
Let
Yeah,
it be.
Buddy,
Haan,
he sent it
link
up.
is come.
Finally.
Oh, link is here.
Yay,
Link
got
is
it.
Quiz time.
Link is here.
Quiz time.
Sir, so many people are talking, sir. So many
Yes,
background.
because we're all waiting
Okay,
for
I'll
this
just
thing,
mute
man.
myself.
Because we're
Okay,
waiting
I have
for this
posted
thing.
in this YouTube live as well.
Who is VC? Who is VC?
Who's? I think it's Vishnoo.
The
I think it is Vishnoo. I don't have confirmation.
Is that you?
Vishnoo is VCU.
I think you can share the screen.
Father.
Am I playing?
The quiz will unmute option.
Your father. Who is this person?
Your father.
Anna. Hey, Sanjay removed that person.
Yeah.
Rexy
Share your
domination.
screen. Sanjay, share.
Rexy domination is Vignesh or Rakshan. Depend. Okay, Rakshan. Okay.
Sanjay,
Now
share.
you both, if both of you keep only Rexy dinosaur related, how are we supposed to know which one is who? Please.
Both are dinosaurs.
Yeah. How do we know? Not get.
Hey, don't kick me out of the game, da.
Hey, you are coming in the name of your father. Let me play. How will I know you?
Okay.
How many are coming?
Sanjay,
Play.
share your screen.
Wait, Ra. Yuri, what is it?
Unless you share your screen, we don't.
Done. That's all. Don't kick me out, da. Don't kick me out, please.
14. That's Avinash. That's
Yeah,
Avinash.
because
14
that's
is Avinash.
You need to
14.
say you are coming me like your father and all. How will I accept it?
Okay. Sanjay, share your screen
1 minute, sir.
because live people are watching. So they will get bored. They don't know our internal.
Yes, and sir, can you see my screen?
Yes, how many
Yes,
people
yes,
there?
Sanjay.
Yeah.
Yes, 14
14.
members. Let's hit 15.
Yeah.
Start,
Think
start,
we can
Sanjay.
start. Can start. Quiz link, I'll put it in NGO group. Wait. Who is here from Satyaki? Can you post it in Isha group?
I don't have research.
Sanjay, start da.
Okay, let's hit 15. We don't hit in like 30 seconds. As well.
Quiz link. Yeah, quiz link posted.
Yeah.
Okay. Start. They'll join. Is it a timed thing?
No, it's not a timed one. Sir.
Then fine. Then you put it. Then.
Okay. Just 5 questions, so it will be easy.
Okay. Okay, we can click the questions and let's read out the question for the YouTube live audience. What is aurora? Luminous phenomena, plant phenomena, luminous phenomenon, all of the above. Which one we're supposed to choose? First one, third one looks similar. Fine. There's one N missing. Okay. What is the aurora in the North Pole? Aurora borealis, northern lights. Aurora borealis or northern lights? No idea. What a twisted question you all putting. Which planet has the most powerful aurora? This is, I think, the answer everyone will know. Earth, Jupiter, Neptune, Mars. What is the phenomena that supports Jupiter's aurora? Ion cyclotron, electromagnetic ion cyclotron. None of the above. He made the choose the correct answer very easy, no? First option, second option. Put the first two options together, then put none of the above.
Yes, sir.
Or all of the above. Can auroras be dangerous? The aurora itself is harmful. The aurora itself is not harmful. No, it is not harmful. Yes, it is harmful. இப்படி ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் பார்த்துறீங்க.
Very incorrect answers for this. I have given it a twist, sir.
Nice.
Just think.
Nice.
I think everyone is
Let's go.
common.
Let's check the leaderboard.
Leading. Naman is leading.
Aman is leading. Code 3,900. 5 out of 5.
Naman, nice person. Oh, Naman, we have. Oh, he has got all the questions correct, sir.
Yeah. Naman is. Yeah. So let's consider Naman as the winner. Because if a second time join panna, they will come up. Jason, joined. Jason, nice.
I think Jason.
This is first time. That's okay. He's
Okay.
a smart kid. Aishwarya got it all 5 right. And all Darsha also got all 5 right. Nice. So 3 people got all right. I think
Why is Naman? Okay, he got it. Oh, they got it in the ready-made.
they might have taken some time. Okay, I think you can end it.
Okay, sir. Okay, we have 15 numbers. Okay,
Rexy Dominion. He's jumping. Rexy Dominion. Remove.
This is again is coming there.
Yeah, okay, end it.
That's all
So we got winners. First 4 are considered as winners.
accuracy. Nice accuracy. 70%.
Because first 4 are genuine.
Ending it and
Let's see.
sessions to the side. Ryu 12 bad and Naman.
Naman, Ryu, Darsh and Aishwarya. Aishwarya also got it all right. Nice.
Congratulations to all.
Well done.
Here. Sir, Ryu 12 bad got one wrong, sir,
But he answered very fast, I guess.
I think she did it very fast. So one thing is you can see that you need to do it fast and you need to get the correct question. Most of the questions.
Sanjay, one thing. It's not she, it's he. One thing I need to clear that, please.
That's Riyansh.
Okay. It was like Ryu. So
Okay, well done, Sanjay. That's a nice presentation, followed by nice, decent, quick quiz related to Aurora. Thank you.
Amazing presentation, Anna.
Amazing. All of you put your feedbacks in the YouTube live so that
Yes, sir, I will put.
Jagu,
Then,
can I just tell one thing?
Yes.
Jagu, Sanjay's quiz questions were good, but the issue was there is one question where can auroras be dangerous? No, it is not harmful. And then another option is
There are two answers.
the aurora itself is not harmful. Both are same. Both have same value.
Yeah.
See. That was the
Yeah.
only question I got wrong. That was the only
Yeah,
question I
that
got
also I got wrong. That's also.
Me too, I got that.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. Everyone is getting
Both
wrong.
have same meaning. Both have same.
Yeah, both
meaning.
have the same meaning.
Yeah,
You
both
should
are
let-
same meaning.
Yeah,
Not
both
fair.
Wait. Wait, sir. Sir, can you please mute everyone, sir? I'm gonna say the answer. Everyone is shooting.
Then it means I get all correct.
Yeah.
That means we get all the correct. You should give
Okay,
me one
wait.
point.
Aurora itself is not harmful.
Wait. Let him speak. Let him speak.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So first I mentioned that Aurora itself is not harmful, but the highly charged electromagnetic particles are harmful. I mentioned it clearly. Second, I am asking is, yes, it is harmful. No, it is not. Okay.
I muted all of them, so don't worry. They can't reply to you. You
So,
yourself muted?
so no, sir, I'm not muted, sir.
Okay, fine. That's okay, that's okay. Anyway, it's fun only. Don't, yeah.
Sir, which is the sir? But many of them got correct, sir. Naman Natik got it correct. That's right, got it correct. How will they get correct in these
Okay,
get wrong, sir?
done. Okay, let's welcome our next presenter of the day. That's our Riyansh Vora. So all his topics before this are space mouse, space eye, space. Yeah, it's something related to, yeah, you can put together and everything, create your own planet. So finally he came to one like some usual topic. Usual, not usual in the sense it's high end, technically high end, but the name is usual. That is Scramjet. And Scramjet engine is one of the advanced type of engines which countries are still struggling to develop in a high scale, like full-fledged. Only few countries developed a successful Scramjet engine, and India has one as well. So now let me introduce Riyansh. He is from Avalon Heights International School, grade 8, and he is I call it as the CTO of Aerospace now, because all his presentations are highly technical and he's a tech guy. So CTO of Aerospace now. That's Riyansh Vora for you. Riyansh, the stage is all yours.
Yes. Thank you, Jagu. So now, after getting so many awkward and surprising topics, I've come with a simple, well-known topic, like some of you might be knowing. I don't have any idea, which is Scramjet. Aerospace. I've written Aerospace now because my company is Aerospace now, and my name is Riyansh. As basically Jagu already introduced me, and I don't need to do any introduction. Now let me start. So, what are we going to see today? What introduction? What is Scramjet? Components, principle of working, advantages and disadvantages, applications, programs, recent progress, and conclusion. So first, let me tell you what some intro and how is this Scramjet? What is this Scramjet basically? So rockets combine with liquid fuel with liquid oxygen to create thrust. Like liquid propellant is also there, and oxygen in liquid form. When they both are combusted together, so that when rockets use this type of combustion or propellant to fly, they are known as scramjets. If the need for liquid oxygen is taken away, the spacecraft can be smaller or carry more payloads. So if you don't use liquid oxygen and use normal oxygen or normal combustor, artificial combustor like coal and things, so the the spacecraft will have a smaller size, less weight, and can carry more payload. The concept behind this process is known as scramjet or supersonic combustion ramjet. The other name for scramjet, long name. We usually call it scramjet because it's a smaller and easier name to pronounce. Now, what is a scramjet engine? So a scramjet engine is a variant of ramjet air-breathing combustion jet engine in which combustion takes process in a supersonic airflow. Means this ramjet air-breathing combustion jet engine was present in the world much before, but at a supersonic speed when a combustion occurs, a scramjet engine is that is known as scramjet engine. So as in ramjet, scramjet relies on high vehicle speed to forcefully compress and decelerate the incoming air before combustion, but whereas a ramjet decelerates the air to subsonic throughout the entire engine. So this scramjet, like ramjets, really relies on highest vehicle speed, which like if you are in high speed, the fuel burnt is more, and which means which lets your this thing combine and compress totally. But when before combustion, but in a ramjet engine, it's not entirely same as ramjet. The exception is the ramjet decelerates the air, like it slows down the speed of the air to subsonic, not supersonic, to subsonic throughout the entire engine. So the speed of air in the entire ramjet is slower than the outside air, but in a scramjet it is same as the outside air. Wait, I'll just. So the theoretical projections place top speed of scramjet between Mach 12 to Mach 24, which is near orbital velocity. So the theoretical diagrams and everything which were made actually told that it has the orbital velocity. It has a speed of Mach 12 to Mach 24. So and it is which is near orbital velocity. And the fastest breathing plane is a scramjet design, the NASA's X-43A, which reached 9.6 or 12,144 kilometer per hour speed on 16 November 2004. So the fastest scramjet design was NASA's X-43A. So now coming to the components of scramjet engine, it has only three basic components: the converging inlet, where incoming air is compressed and decelerates. See, this scramjet engine is just a back propellant engine. It's not the entire rocket. That is why it has only three parts. You might be thinking, where's the payload? Where's the crew module? It's not this. It's just a propelling engine. So it can be used in rockets. The converging inlet, where the air is compressed and kept in liquid form. Combustor, where gaseous fuel is burned with atmospheric hydrogen. The liquid propellant is burnt with the liquid hydrogen stored. And the diverging nozzle, where the heated as released, like the fire which is produced at that time. So that is where it happens. So now let's see simple design of a scramjet engine. This is where the liquid propellant is stored. This is where the liquid oxygen is stored. The liquid propellant and the liquid oxygen fuel over here, and this is where it is ejected outside. So basically over here, what you saw, the converging and combustion and diverging nozzle. So the converging inlet is this one, the red part which you see. The thing between these two gray lines is the combustor, and the diverging inlet is this one, the blue part and the purple part which you see. So principle of walking, how does this scramjet engine basically work? So the scramjets also work on the principle of ramjets, basically in order to achieve initial speed. Like this scramjet model is just to give a proper thrust and a faster thrust than normal rockets. Second engine is also integrated in our scramjet model to take it after the fourth stage gets ejected, the scramjet engine to take it more up. It can be a rocket or a turbojet engine. That can be any, depends on what you want to keep it. So air from the atmosphere enters at a very high speed in the inland passage. So these both things are the first one is a little different than ramjet, but the second one It's exactly same to Ramjets. Ramjets also do the same thing, where the Scramjet also does the same thing. So now what actually happens is as the air from the atmosphere and enters in the inlet section having very high velocity, which is reduced in diffuser section. Thereby, its static pressure increases. So when the air from the atmosphere enters in the inlet section, it has a very high velocity. Thus is reduced in the diffuser section. This diffuser section which reduces the high velocity and makes it in a static position. Pressure. I mean. Pressure of air increases when passing through a narrow cross section towards the combustion chamber. The temperature of air becomes higher because when you try to compress stuff, obviously the temperature is going to increase, and the hot air flow in the combustion chamber at this very moment in the propellant, that is hydrogen, are injected by the injector in the combustor. So the hydrogen, the other gases are mixed by the injector in the combustor. Okay, so let's. So sorry. Yeah. So when it gets self-ejected, if within a millisecond and the combustion process is carried out at supersonic speed. So it gets ignited too fast within a millisecond, and the combustion process which is carried out is at a supersonic speed. What I told you, the supersonic ramjets. That's what they're called. So the fresh supply to the diffuser builds up a pressure at the diffuser so that these burned gases cannot expand towards the diffuser. Instead, the gases are made expand in the combustor towards the tail engine, hence providing the required thrust. So, what I told you, what happens actually is first expansion occurs in the yellow area, then there's combustion in the red area, and compression in the blue area. So it's actually the compression of the air, then combustion of the liquid propellant and the air, and then expansion of the fire or the propellant gas propellant which is released. So let's come to advantages. So it doesn't have to carry an external oxygen tank, thus reduces the payload, increases the payload capacity and reduces the weight of the ramjet engine. So as hydrogen is a propellant used in it, so what happens is the combustion is carried out at supersonic velocity, and as a result, H2O is being an exhaust gas, which is eco-friendly nature. So you don't get pollution also. It prevents pollution also. So it's much better for the growing environment. So let's go to the disadvantages. Cannot produce an efficient thrust unless booted to a high speed around Mach 5. As a result, additional propulsion systems are required. There's a lack of stealth and testing difficulties because you need a lot of space, you need a lot of management, lot of area, and lots and lots of things. I cannot name them to test a basic scramjet engine. So applications where it's actually used. The scramjet could reach 15 times the speed of the sound. The aircraft used this type of jet could dramatically reduce the time it takes to travel from one place to the another. So what basically is that this engine, because it does it at a very higher speed, what happens is that it dramatically reduces the time taken to travel. Thus it is very easy to travel. It will, like, if you take you will reach any place in about 90 minutes within the 90 minutes flight. This is an 18-hour trip to Tokyo will become a 2-hour flight. Just manage it. Divide by 9. So now let's move on. So now let's go on to what is the invention of scramjets. There are inventions of scramjets. First, the Tupolev Tu-144, also known as the Charger. It was the first commercial supersonic aircraft of scramjet. It's introduced in 1926 December 1975 with a highest speed of 2,430 km per hour. But because of some technical difficulty and high speed, many people face medical difficulties. It had to be discontinued on 1st June 1978. Only 3 years it ran, but I'll tell you, it earned over more than 3 lakh US dollars in just in 3 years. Not even completely 3 years, 2.5 years. Next, Concorde. It was one of the first successful supersonic aircraft, which is a combustion of Air France and British Airways. So it came just sometime after this the Charger, which is 21st Jan 1976. So it's just a 1 month difference. The highest speed is a bit less than that of the Charger, which is 2179 km per hour. And it retired on 26 November 2003. So, but one big, great issue was that after the crash of 25th July and the year 2000, and less passenger capability in high cost, it was retired. But still, some people wanted to travel in it, so it finally was considered retired at 26 November 23. So now coming to the Scramjet Airbus. You talk about planes and you don't come across something invented by Airbus is very surprising. So even here is this Airbus. So it is a concept about aviation in 2050. It's going to be made. It's not over here. And the invisible Airbus. You see, this supersonic aircraft is going to be invisible. It can be used for, so it can be easily used for transporting military troops from one country to another, to any country. So it will good passenger of floating in the sky, a 360-degree view of surroundings with a supersonic speed. So like you can only view from the window in a normal aircraft. You just have to peep through the window. But over here in standard Airbus, 360-degree view. You look up, you look side, you look down, you look anywhere. You get the look only and only of the sky. So it's a very great initiative by Scramjet Airbus, I say. There's also military applications. Scramjet can use to be propelled missiles. Currently used Scramjet propelled missiles are British Bloodhound surface-to-air missile, British MBDA Meteor air-to-air missile, and even the BrahMos, Russian-Indian BrahMos supersonic cruise missile is also one supersonic. It is also fired by a supersonic aircraft, like a supersonic aircraft on a cruise. So this is the one. Wait, you can see what is this. It's basically it. The British Bloodhound missile is this one. The MDA Meteor missile is this one. And this is the Russian Indian BrahMos. Everybody over here might be knowing it. I don't know if you don't know or you know it. So sorry, I don't have an idea. So recent progress. What the recent progress is that I told you about NASA's X-43A scramjet, which reached a world speed record speed of 9.6 Mach. And it is also, so this is NASA entirely actually changed 3 things, parts of an aircraft to make such a fast supersonic engine. These are some military used aircrafts. X-43B, a scaled up version of the X-43A to be powered by the Star engine. Star will be used on a hydrocarbon based liquid rocket model for initial boost, and ramjet mode for speeds above Mach 2.5 and a scramjet mode to speeds for actually 2.7 to take a maximum speed of at least Mach 7. You see, this one uses hydrocarbon engine, it uses a ramjet engine, it uses a scramjet engine. I don't know, this one actually has only one engine, but you have to switch it from modes to modes. You want to travel slow, go to the hydrocarbon mode. You want to travel at a medium speed, go to the ramjet mode. And if you want to go travel too fast, switch to the scramjet mode. So let's come to the conclusion. The scramjet program is a fast developing field in present world. There are many applications with scramjet. It provides a cheaper and efficient access to space. and scramjet has the potential for supersonic or hypersonic transportation. And scramjet technologies are also used for advanced military applications. So there are, I'm not going to read whatever is about this. I'm just going to tell you some stuff. This one is X4051A. I only had this last one, and now I would like to ask you if you have any doubts to my presentation or some feedbacks.
Yeah, researchers present here, just raise your hands. I can unmute you. Yes, Anish, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Actually, my doubt was like that Airbus, which you said.
Yeah.
That Airbus, like you said, it was like invisible something. No, I just got confused with it.
No, it's not invisible. It has an invisible covering around it, so that which prevents it, which like allows you to take a 360-degree view. So like in normal aircrafts, you can only see from the window, but over here you can see from top, side, wherever you want. You can have a view from wherever you want.
Okay.
Next is I think Vishnoo.
Oh, you choose, Riyansh.
Yeah, Vishnoo can go ahead if he wants.
Vishnoo, unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Why I say this?
Anish, wait. Let me clear the doubts, then I'll share.
Okay, Vishnoo, fix your audio because next is you are presenting. Fix your audio.
Yeah. So, CEO of Target Space and Mars Explorers.
Okay, CEO of Target Space. Okay, CEO of Target Space, can unmute yourself.
Yes. See, how can you say that BrahMos is one of the, is not the fastest cruise missile? Its speed is Mach 2.5 and it is the fifth.
It is not
cruise
fastest.
missile.
It is not fast. It is the missile
Why are
which
you
is used.
comparing to Scramjet? Da?
It is a missile which uses scramjet power, scramjet engine to fire it.
Yeah, I know.
There are a lot of more missiles faster than BrahMos.
Yeah, but I'm not telling it is fastest missile. It is the fastest speed of a scramjet engine.
Yeah, and the world's fastest missile is Nag, because it was India's missile.
Not that.
Yeah, Jagu, first of all, present is so many
We
years
learned
ago
it
about
in
all
sec
the Indian
two,
missiles.
It is.
Nag is the fastest.
There is a hypersonic missile. There's a hypersonic missile.
Yeah, it goes in a speed of Mach 5.
It's called. I think. There's a hypersonic missile travels 7 times faster than the speed of sound.
Yeah.
So the fastest missile is actually BrahMos.
No. It's not BrahMos. India's fastest missile is BrahMos. The world's fastest missile is not BrahMos.
Yeah, I just typed it world.
No, it's not fast.
India's fastest.
Yeah, Avinash, you can go ahead.
Avinash. Okay, I'm searching a Google.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Avinash, clearly.
Okay. So, yes, one thing is I thought actually Ranadeep had presented this car. Am I correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an art from Ranadeep, so I'm just taking that yes as a yes. Even though he has presented it, when I compare both presentations, I feel Riyansh have gone into the advanced part and Ranadeep has covered the basics. So it is like an entire course about Scramjet. Just like that, I felt like that. Yes, so that is one.
Okay, so as per my learning, I learned Shaurya. How many of you remember this word, Shaurya?
Not me.
Jagu, and one more thing. See, the fastest missile in the world is not Nag. It is not Nag. It is a missile called R-36, something like it. Russian missile.
R-36, okay.
Russians are way too in the front. R-36 M2, they are in the front. They just create everything continuously. They made the world's fastest missile. Longest range, 10,000 to 16,000 kilometers. They made
Vignesh, please wait. Let me get through with the doubts, and then I will let you speak what you want to say.
Yeah. But anyways, Riyansh, your presentation was good. I'm eagerly waiting for the quiz start.
Yeah, wait. Avinash, I'll just clear everybody's doubts and then I'll go ahead. Yeah, Vishnu, have you sorted out your audio problem or should I go
Vishnoo,
ahead
just
with
unmute
Jason?
yourself.
Otherwise, I'll go ahead with Jason.
Unmute.
I don't think so. He's done with his audio issue.
Unmute
Yeah.
Pani Pare, Vishnoo, because
I think it's. Do you have it? You don't have.
yeah, we can hear you.
Sir, clear ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ.
Clear ಆಗಿದೆ.
Clear.
ಕಡೆಸಿಯ சொல்லுங்க.
Yeah, okay. Jason, go ahead.
Jason, wait. Jason, I'm unmuting Jason. That is Jason. Jason, unmute yourself.
Anish
Is
and
the
Avin.
X43A and B still there?
What?
X43A and B. NASA.
X43A is still there, but the B one was not actually NASA's. It was contribution between the Soviet Union and the NASA, but the A part was only privately made by NASA. But 43B is not there. It was entirely damaged in a crash. Roscosmos. Yes, correct, Kailash. Yeah.
I think this fastest missile, I think I learned this somewhere. Shaurya, the first Indian hypersonic missile.
India, that is India's.
Yes, India's hypersonic. But I don't know, it's commercially they started.
Yeah.
Officially they started, I am not sure. Okay, next.
Yeah, now finally the CEO of my company, Rakshansai.
Rakshan.
You can go ahead.
Yes.
Hello. I just wanted to, I don't have any doubts, but my reviews. It's clear presentation. It's awesome. Everything is fine. So I just wanted to tell something. The content, it was very, very amusing. Even though it was presented a lot of times by others, the time when you present it, it becomes clear. So good job, man. Good job.
I had gone through Ranadhi's presentation.
Yes.
And I have gone through many of the other presentations. But what I got to know for Scramjet is nobody has gone into too much of depth.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's why I actually made this presentation only in 2 hours, but I managed to go into 2 days.
Awesome. So good job.
Yeah. So now Vignesh.
Oh, Vignesh, okay.
Yeah, Vignesh actually, he wanted to ask something.
Unmute.
Or tell something.
See, it's not S-400 is not the fastest cruise missile as Avi told. I have one video link. I saw that the fastest cruise missile is Nag. Okay, Nag. Also known as Shaurya. I also presented
Wait. Avinash was not talking about cruise missiles. He was talking about overall missiles, and the fastest overall missile.
Overall missile is Russian missile is only.
Yeah, R-36. R-36.
Cruise missile.
Our cruise missile was not a topic.
R-36 is the fastest.
Yeah. Now.
But our topic is Scramjet. But I would like to tell at this point, there is difference between cruise and ballistic. Ballistic missile can be launched from land, from a tank or a rocket projector, but
Vignesh, you didn't even go.
Launched by ship.
Vignesh, I didn't even go into ballistic. I didn't even go into types of missiles. It was just a normal.
Yeah.
But you need to put this sort of information as well. Extra.
It's a separate topic, Vignesh.
That's an entirely alag.
Yeah.
Okay, so audience watching here. So I am an aeronautical engineer. I studied my bachelor's aeronautics, master's aeronautics, then now into PhD. And I learned this Ramjet only in my second year. Now we have researchers here who are already doing presentations on Scramjet. Not only stopping there, they are confident enough to clarify doubts. So this is the future of India you are seeing here. Future of not only India, future of humanity. So these are the talents I see, I believe, who can take humanity to the next level. So hope you all also believe in us. So yeah, we are trying to take this,
Avinash.
take students to much more places soon. Yes.
Jagu, can you please unmute Avinash? He would like to
Avinash,
say
yes.
something.
Yes, Avinash, you can unmute yourself.
Riyansh, I forgot to add one more thing. After your presentation, I'm sure Mr. Rocketman would definitely want to buy one for his country. You know who I mean by Rocketman? Does anyone know who I mean by Rocketman?
I know Missile Man of India.
Not Missile Man of India. I'm talking about the Rocketman of the world.
Yeah,
You
Elon
don't know
Musk.
about him.
Elon Musk.
Not Elon Musk. Definitely.
Okay.
Have you heard of Kim Jong-un? Have you heard of him?
Okay.
Rocketman.
Okay. North Korean president.
They must be already having these technologies.
That fellow keeps ordering tons of rockets for North Korea. So people call him Rocketman. Rockets,
No.
missiles, and all these. They call him Rocketman.
No politics.
They create so many memes with him sitting on a missile.
Yeah, people. That person, that person is actually a fan of missiles, rockets, and I don't know.
So every country needs their, they want to keep their defense system very strong. Obviously need it.
At least sitting on a missile.
Okay, now we'll go ahead with the quiz.
Yeah, quiz time. That's Riyansh quizzes are rare level.
Riyansh.
Waiting now.
Hold on.
Now you can go ahead, Rakshan. Try to be the first one this time as well. Let's see.
Link, a word wall. Okay, this is the link. Anish, he already posted the link.
It's the same thing as last time.
Okay.
Let's see who is the first this time.
So what I do, I put it in YouTube live as well.
So, Jagu, I'll read out the questions for you.
Yes.
What is the other name of First question. What is the other name of Scramjet?
What is
Supersonic combustion ramjet, supersonic radiation ramjet, ultrasonic combustion ramjet, supersonic burning ramjet, infrasonic combustion ramjet. None of these.
Yep. Okay. Is it only 4 options or 5 options?
6.
6. This is
easier. Better answer.
Next, you might have seen 2 options, 3 options, even 4, 6. Next question.
Next question is: a scramjet is composed of a converging inlet, dash, and a diverging nozzle. Burner, stove, solar heater, combustor, electric heater. None of these.
Awesome.
Third question: the second engine integrated in a scramjet engine may be a dash or a rocket engine, ramjet engine, satellite engine, plane engine, jet engine, airship engine. None of the above. And then, when was the first supersonic commercial aircraft launched? 26 Jan 1975, 26 May 1975, 26 December 1975, 26 October 1975, 26 February 1975, and 26 April 1975.
Okay. Rakshan is jumping. Maybe he must be topping the list.
When was the first supersonic aircraft launch which is done? I covered that. Next, when did the Concorde crash? 25th July 2000, 25th July 2002, 25th July 2004, 25th July 2008, 25th July 2010, and 25th July 2010. Actually, guys, I'm just editing the quiz because I have one option wrong.
Okay.
So in one question. And then the sixth question, Jagu, is when will the Scramjet Airbus be released?
When the Scramjet.
Option number 1, 2070. Option number 2, 2030. Option number 3, 2050. Option number 4, 2030. No, actually. 2030. See, there's options are 2070, 2030, 2050, 2030, 2080, 21, 21st, 22nd, the first 20, 2100 and 3000.
They must get
Jason. No. Don't give the answer. Please don't give the answer. Please. Attempt the quiz if you want. Don't
put answers in chat box.
Please. And then coming with one of my favorite type of questions, which always I do keep in, and this one is
Riyansh,
Scramjet of what happened?
Riyansh, I gave a correct answer, but it showed it was wrong.
Yeah. You that for that question, I have allowed everybody to attempt twice, only twice, not more than that. So for that question, you can change your. You just tell me who. I'm not attempting. I'm not allowing you to attempt more than twice. But if you have got that question wrong, please do tell me. I will.
I got that question wrong, Riyansh.
Okay. Let me just check my leaderboard if anybody is done. And then I'll read out my last and most complicated question. Yeah, so there's nobody done. The last question, Jagu, is does Scramjet have a future scope? Yes, no, maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. And the last option is none of the above. This type of question are my favorite. I always add them. Guys, just tell me after you're done. Okay. Because I will not come to know if you're done or not. Sanjay 804. Impressive. Sanjay, impressive.
How do you know that one person has this scope? Do you know that? How do you know it?
Completed.
Yeah. See, Avinash, after you complete the entire quiz, you will get to see an entire leaderboard. So over there, you will get to see who's first, second, and third. You can reload. You can keep refreshing that page to check out how your rank is updated. The second person is Anish Noel Prashant, who is 802, just 2 points behind Sanjay. Yeah, so I'm waiting for responses.
Okay. If you completed your thing,
even you can attempt. Even you can attempt. I don't have a problem. I'm just refreshing. Okay. Who is Matthew Ryan Mise? Is it Avinash?
No, it's not me, da.
You are 1007. Okay, Vishnoo. Then who is this Matthew Ryan? Is that someone from the YouTube live? I think so.
Yes, sir.
And Target Space CEO. Okay. There's a tough
college student called Ryan, so he must be them.
That's then Sanjay, Anish, and Ryan are in the top 3 places. They're competing quite hard.
So Ryan is an aerospace engineer.
Sorry.
So then that's pretty impressive.
Matthew Ryan Mees is no one but Matt Mees, da. Don't you know who is Matt Mees? I'm not sure.
Aerospace now CEO. I will do it afterwards.
Okay.
Anish.
Okay. Riyansh, can I admit something?
Yeah.
I am Matthew Ryan Mees. It's mine. I simply typed it just because.
I knew first of all the first name which came to my mind was you only, but then you told no. Then I left it.
I thought you're gonna give up. Yes, you did actually, but later I have to admit it. Otherwise, I wouldn't get the points.
So Kaviya is also coming up. It's like she's 5th. Rakshan, you're telling me to scare the leaderboard, but you're not attended the quiz. How am I supposed to? Oh, I think you have attempted in quiz, normal game quiz. Wait, I'll check that mode as well.
5th and 6th, I'm not able to see anyone.
Yeah, because see, Avinash, there are no 5th and 6th. Because
1, 2, 3, and 4. That's all.
Target Yeah. No. Kaviya. I'll not I'll be considering Kaviya in the fourth place because she's attempting twice. Will not be considering Kaviya in the second place. Sanjay, Rakshan, you can attempt one more time. I cannot answer the last question the second time. You'll not be able to. I have controlled the quiz to only do it once. Who are attempting? Is anybody attempting currently, or should I stop?
You can stop.
Yeah. Okay. Rakshan is playing. Okay. CEO of Aerospace now. Then why didn't you type your name? You need to type your name, Nora. I think just after you finish the quiz, you just left. That's not bad. Ranadeep. 1358. Good. Good. I got lucky in bonus round. I actually have a very good cheat way where I get always 200 plus points. I use that cheat way all the time.
Okay, after this, we have one 4-column waiting. So the one person going to come up with this new theories.
Rakshan done? Yeah. Okay. Not an issue.
So meanwhile, you guys go to this YouTube live and post your feedbacks about Riyansh presentation in YouTube live, because here we feedbacks you put in Zoom. I don't think it's visible.
Yeah, no, it's not visible. And Jagu, can you just for the chapter 12, 13, you have not segregated stuff.
I've done it.
You've done it? Because I
Yes.
cannot see it. Okay, I died. What?
I think all the chapters we have done it. Because there's one separate team working on it now.
Wait. Akshin, don't do it in a maze chase. Do it in a normal stuff. I think it's attempting.
And students, researchers here, you can also post it in your YouTube.
Normal quiz.
Cut your like whatever you present, you can cut your portions and post it as your presentations. So that that also works, like for personal profile. But when you show to your principal or school, you can show it as an event. So you are presenting in as a part of one live event.
Yeah, so Rakshan, I don't think you're not there in the leaderboard. Can anybody else see Rakshan's name on the leaderboard? Just type a yes in the chat box if you can. No. Rakshan, I think you're facing some glitches. Now I'll end the thing.
Let's watch the
I've still kept it open. Anybody who wants to try can try it. I'll be checking it. Yeah, Satyaki, you are second. You can see a second. So I'll announce the current top 3 places. First is Ranadeep with 1358. Second is Satyaki with 814. And Sanjay with 804. Then we have 4th place honorable mention of Anish. 5th, Matthew Misi, aka Avinash Dilip with 792. And then Kaviya with 772.
Nice. You can share the screen. Okay.
Yeah, I'll share the screen. Anybody wants to take a screenshot, do something, can do it. I don't have any. Yeah. Wait. I'll just refresh it once more if anybody has done it.
Stopping.
NHHM. Who is this?
And almost like 500 points. Nice.
Ranadeep is like, I am going to leave everybody behind. I'm going to be the first. I don't want.
Last time also he did it, no?
No. Last time he was third. Rakshansai was first.
Who was running fast? I think you are trying to chase, no?
In the maze chase, it was Ranadeep. In the maze
Ranadeep.
chase also, it was Ranadeep. Yeah, correct. Yuga, you are second. Wait, I'll just check it out. Avinash, Nair. Why did Avinash attempted once more, one other name, and he's stopping right now. I'll check in the second mode just one time. If Yuga, Varta, and Avinash is and this person who
Yeah.
no, it's not there.
Yeah, normally.
Post a screenshot if you guys can actually see yourself.
Yeah.
Avinash is telling me to check the leaderboard only because he came first. Don't have any other. Yeah. So.
Done. Well done. Nice.
Yo. So. Wait.
So
who is? I think this Avinash Nair is somebody from YouTube Live,
maybe.
according to our AD who is over here. So
Avinash
now I can go.
and
I'll be like I have kept it open.
okay.
Anybody wants to do it can do it. I don't have a problem.
Done. It's anyway posted in this as well. YouTube live as well. Okay. Now, nice. Thank you, Riyansh. So well done, Ranadeep. So that's like a heavy lead. That's like 500 point lead. Thank you so much. That's a nice presentation. As I said, this is one of the topics I learned in my second or third year of bachelor degree. And I'm glad to see this presentation from school students, and that too at a very high like knowledge level. Well done. Okay. Thank you so much, Riyansh. That's Riyansh for you from Avalon Heights International School, and he's from grade 8. He's a grade 8 student. Okay. Next. So we have our instance of our Vaayusastra, because this boy from Vageesha Vidhyashram, who is studying grade 8, who is going to present his 35th and 36th theory. People are struggling to create their first and the second theories. So this here we have our Vishnoo chiththan, who is going to present his 35th and 36th theory. That can be as simple as, can be as crazy, or it can be mad enough, but it is the thought process itself amazing. So I want students to come up with this kind of thought process, learn everything, erase it, create new theory. Then only the science or physics, humanity will go forward. So Vishnoo, you can start. We can't hear your voice. Hold up. அந்த இது டிஸ்கனெக்ட் பண்ணி விட்டு பாரு ஹெட்ஃபோனை. Or you can connect from another device like you did last time. So till Vishnoo connects, let me tell. Like Vaayusastra is an IIT incubated startup. Our sole motto is to spread the awareness of aeronautics and aerospace among school children and college students using theatrical methods. So Vishnoo, you muted yourself. Unmute.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, now it's audible. Okay, Vishnoo, go ahead.
Okay.
Yes, ரொம்ப கம்மியா கேக்குது, but கேக்குது. Yeah, speak. Say something. So Vishnoo's last theory created a lot of chaos, a lot of questions. That was amazing. So today also I expect something like that. So let's see.
Sir, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So, studying in Sri Vageesha, Vidhyashram, and grading, and this is my 30th this class.
Vishnu, your voice is very low.
One minute, sir.
I think you can go ahead. You can go ahead. Vishnu, take it.
Sir,
Yeah, very clear, Dana. Super.
1 minute, sir. I have left in my laptop. Laptop is not there.
Vishnu, it's very clear now. You can.
Sir, I am here, sir.
Yes. So you can use your computer to share your presentation. Use your phone
Yes.
for audio.
Sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So are you joining from two device? Yes. I can see your screen.
This is my 36th period. Sir, can you hear me now clearly?
Yes.
Your voice is low.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vishnu, your voice is slightly echoing.
Yeah, because you disconnect audio from the computer and keep only audio from the phone.
And sir, someone is saying like I presented H2O theory on creating.
No, that's different. That's different.
I think he used the same name, but the theory is different.
Different theory is different.
Yeah.
Now clear, Vishnu, you can go ahead.
Okay. Gas theory, which is. Shall I ask a question for all?
Yes.
Why certain planets are having certain gases?
Okay, who wants to answer?
Particular
Can you repeat the question?
Why
Yeah.
certain planets
certain
have certain
planets
gases?
are having particular amount and certain planets? Sorry,
See, I think
gases.
so. It's according to the atmosphere, Vishnu.
See, a lot of planets don't have atmosphere. So it's related to something like when the planet formed, the amount of pressure over there on the planet, it led to the particles, let the particles over there break apart. And that, according to that amount of pressure, I think the different amount of gases in different types of gases varies over there.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I think so that as see, if in Earth atmosphere, no, at the center, which is the core point, I think so on that point, in the layers, do you know the core point on that? The gases can be stored as well. I think so. And like that, for all the planets all the planets have core, but I think so it may have been stored on that.
Okay.
See, it's related to how the planet, the way that planet formed. Completely related.
Okay.
That's my idea. I don't know what you want to present.
Sir, please
நான்
stop the
நீ சொல்ல வேற
annotations.
யாரும் அன்மியூட் பண்ணனும் சொல்ல இல்ல அன்மியூட்.
Please stop the annotations.
We don't annotate. Sanjay.
Okay. The
Present.
hey, can you see me?
Yes.
Yeah.
The gases in the solar system and the solar system, the planets, and all the particular bodies or celestial bodies are magnetic. So the gases, all the gases will get repelled in the solar system and stored at the particular planets like this. The repulsion takes place in the solar system, and the planets too is magnetic, and the planets is also taking some or any other gases, but not the same gas. It differs. So like this, before it is like this, but after, because of the magnetic attraction, makes the gases or particular gases to store in the planets or different planets. So the repulsion made the planets to absorb the particular gases. So only the different planets are having different gases. That's all. This theory is short one.
Very short தான் இருக்கு. So
Doubt
students, you can
அதிகமா
ask your type your doubts or raise your hands. We can interact with Vishnoo. Yes, Rakshan.
Yeah, Jagu. Have a very, very big doubt. So you say this repulsion process. I get it. So after that, I got a bit confused because if this repulsion process was true, Jupiter has a very Jupiter is very strong, and our first 4 planets would be, pushed into the sun. So I don't think this repulsion process, how is it related to, creating this particular gases?
Sorry, I can't understand.
புரியல.
எனக்கே சொல்லுங்க.
Unmute.
Clear, simple solava. How is this repulsion process anyhow related to creating air, creating gases? That's the question. I don't get it.
Gases ங்கிறது heat or the heat sun இருக்கு, மேல stars இருக்கு, இதே மாதிரி பல ரியாக்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும். அதுல இருந்து வர gases, அந்த gases-லாம் ரிப்பல் ஆகி சில பல பிளானட்ஸ்ல ஒத்துக்கும். பிளானட்ஸே ஒத்துக்கும்னா அந்த gases-லாம் வேற இடத்துக்கு தான் போகும்.
Vishnoo, உன்னோட போனை வந்து ஸ்ட்ரைட்டா ஃபேஸ் பண்ற மாதிரி வைங்க. Because in live I cannot able to see your face. I can see the fan.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Now better. Continue.
So Rakshan,
Continue.
clear-ஆ?
Yeah, clear. Thanks, sir.
Okay, repeat the answer one more time.
அதாவது repulsion in the solar system, the gases are created by the stars' heat, sun's heat, and the planets are magnetic too. So the particular amount of gases and the certain gases which go under the planets. So So only the different planets are having the gases which
Okay.
differs. Is there any doubts?
Yes. Student, just type your doubts in chat box. Vishnu, go ahead with the next theory. உன்னோட தியரிலாம் எப்படி டவுட் வருதுன்னா, எனக்கு அடுத்த வாரம் ஒரு பையன் வந்துட்டு கேட்குறான் நடுவுல, எனக்கு ஒரு விஷ்ணு போன வாரம் பிரசன்ட் பண்ண தியரியில ஒரு டவுட் இருக்கே அப்படின்ட்டு. ஸோ கண்டினியூ நெக்ஸ்ட் தியரி, கோ ஹெட்.
Okay. Okay. Okay, then this is my 36 theory. This black hole. So I am having a question for all. Why we are afraid of black hole? What is the reason?
Yes, Anish, unmuted.
Yeah, so because of you will be able to be sucked inside, and the black holes gravity is so strong you cannot escape. Because of that,
Okay. Rakshan.
Yeah. So black hole. See, the amount of force it exerts on any body, it's enough to destroy it into pieces and make it like that thing never existed. The power it sucks, it's nearly light can't even escape it. So how can we? It's one of the most dangerous thing known to history, man.
Okay.
That's the thing. Thanks.
I am having another question for you. How black hole is formed?
இப்ப சொல்லுங்க, how black hole is formed. Where are they? Satyaki, you have an answer?
No, sir.
No. Okay. That is
Appa, thanks. Yeah. So when a star dies, there are two options for it. One, become a neutron star, or become a black hole. When the star dies, the explosion again force. The amount of force collapses. I'm sorry, makes the star to collapse, making it into something like a very, very strong or a very powerful substance. So this reaction creates, this is something like a storm, or better a tornado, where something it sucks everything.
There is no.
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm just giving an example. I'm just relating it to it. It's similar, nearly similar to the formation of
I think all of you, know how black hole.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
answer. Right?
Sir, the voice is echoing.
My voice is echoing.
Sir, mine.
Okay, you are, because mute the other audio.
Sir, I have muted.
Okay. எனக்கு எக்கோ ஆகலையடா, எங்களுக்கு எக்கோ ஆகும். Darsh, you want to say something?
No,
How
sir.
black holes form? Okay, you go ahead with theory. நான் theory முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் பார்க்கலாம். Wait, Anish want to say something. Anish, unmute.
I was also going to say the same thing that Rakshan told.
Yeah, that's a single answer everyone has. When a star
Yeah.
dies, it
But I
gets
am
compressed
having
into a
another.
small mass, like all these mass is compressed into a small thing. Maybe it start pulling things. Okay, now you tell what you have.
இந்த தியரியை கேட்டு யாரும் என்னை திட்டக்கூடாது.
திட்ட மாட்டாங்க, சொல்லு.
ஓகே, அந்த பிளாக் கலர்ல பார்டர் இருக்குல்ல,
Yes.
the black color which is above the solar system, that rays and radiations இருக்கு.
Yes.
அதெல்லாம் black, அதான் border of universe. So radiations, rays, heat, pressure and reactions make இப்போ ஒரு இடத்துல மட்டும் தனியா அந்த இடம் தான் கிடைச்சிருக்குன்னு அதே இடத்துல அடிச்சுட்டே இருந்ததுன்னா அதுல இருந்து ஒரு குழி மாதிரி வரும். இந்த பிளங் பூல்ஸ், இந்த தண்ணி எல்லாம் அடிச்சு அடிச்சு தரையெல்லாம் ஒரு பானை மாதிரி ஆயிடும். அது பேர் பிளங் பூல்ஸ். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சர்க்கிள் உருவாகும். அதுதான் நம்ம சொல்றோம் பிளாக் ஹோல்.
யாருக்காவது புரிஞ்சுதா? மறுபடியும் சொல்லு. So நான் எனக்கு புரிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் சொல்றேன். There is a solar system. Outside solar system there is a dark matter surrounded by dark matter.
Sir, not dark.
சரிடா, something. It's the border of universe. Okay. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா அதுக்கப்புறம் சொல்லு.
The sun ஓட heat, stars ஓட heat,
ஓகே,
அதுக்குள்ள அந்த பார்டர்ல போன தேரியில சொன்ன மாதிரி யூனிவர்ஸ்ங்கிறதுக்கு ரொம்ப திக், இட் ஹாஸ் அ திக் பார்டர்.
ஓகே.
So that pressure and the reaction makes, the rays and radiations makes hit upon a
பார்டர் வந்து அடிச்சிட்டே இருக்கு.
at a particular area it is hitting constantly.
Okay.
So it formed like a circle. So that circle is black hole.
புரிஞ்சிருச்சு எனக்கு. Very simple. மண்டே போட்டு குழப்பிக்கணும். There is a solar system, outside solar system, not solar system. Oh, there is a border of universe, but it's very thick. Yeah. From sun or any planet or anything stars, it keeps hitting one point. Single point la hit ஆயிட்டே இருக்கு ஜாஸ்தியா. நீ ஒரு இடத்துல ஆணி அடிச்சிட்டே இருந்தா என்ன ஆகும்? ஓட்டை ஆயிடும். அது மாதிரி this thick universe becomes ஓட்டை. That ஓட்டை is black hole. கரெக்டா?
கரெக்ட் சார்.
எனக்கு புரிஞ்சிருச்சு. இப்போ யார் டவுட்டோ கேளுங்க.
சார் முடிக்கல.
ஓகே.
So as I said in last theory, there is a gravity source. So the black hole is empty. It has no reaction. It has nothing. But the gravity source above the black hole, because the black hole is in the border of those universe. So the gravity source makes the objects to pull on it, so that gravity or the pressure, it pulls like this. They are getting splitted into pieces. So because of that only
நான் புரிஞ்ச வரைக்கும் சொல்றேன். So there is a border of universe which is keep getting hit by constant radiation or some single point, it becomes a black hole. And in last theory you were mentioning there is one gravity source above the solar system or something which keeps pulling things up. ஆனா இந்த black hole கிட்ட என்ன ஆகுது? ஏதோ ஆகுது. என்ன ஆகுது
சார்? black holeங்கிறது ஒரு ஓட்டை, அவ்வளவுதான்.
பார்டர்ல இருக்க ஒரு ஓட்டை, அவ்வளவுதான்.
மேல இருக்கிற கிராவிட்டி சோர்ஸால தான் கீழே வந்து ஹிட் ஆகி கீழே எவ்வளவு தூரம் இருக்கோ அவ்வளவு தூரம் வரைக்கும் அது மேல இழுக்குது. இன்னும் அது கான்ஸ்டன்டா ஹிட் ஆகி இப்படியே ஆகி மேல கிராவிட்டி சோர்ஸ் இருக்கும், கீழே அதே பிளாக் ஹோல் எக்ஸ்பேண்ட் ஆகும். So the black hole expands because of the constant heat. It's like, we need to say like this, it expands and the pull get more even stronger.
எனக்கு இன்னும் நல்ல ஐடியா வந்துடுச்சு. இப்போ வந்து ஓட்டையா இருக்கா, மேல கிராவிட்டி சோர்ஸ் இருக்கா, ஓட்டையா இருந்தா ஓட்டையோட சேர்த்து இழுக்கும் கிராவிட்டி, இழுக்க அது ஓட்டை பெருசாயிட்டே போகுது.
அப்படி இல்ல சார், இன்னும் அது கான்ஸ்டன்டா இன்னும் அங்க ஹீட்டுங்கிறது வந்து இம்மார்டல், அது மார்டலே ஆகாது, அது அழியவே அழியாது. ஹீட்டு, ப்ரெஷரு, ரியாக்ஷன் இதெல்லாம் ஆகவே முடியாது. அதனாலதான் வேற ஒரு இடத்துல, இங்க இல்லைன்னா என்ன பக்கத்து இடம் இருக்கும், அதே இடத்துல அடிச்சு அத ஓட்டையாயிரும், அதெல்லாம் உடைய ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். ஒருவேளை அதால கூட நம்மளுக்கு அந்த ரியாக்ஷன் அது உடஞ்சு அந்த ஃபோர்ஸ்ல ஆஸ்ட்ராய்ட்ஸ் கூட உருவாகலாம்.
முடியுமா?
That's all.
Awesome. Actually, I loved it because this is like total new perspective of what is black hole. So here, இந்த ரக்ஷன் அடிக்கடி டவுட் கேட்டுருக்கானா, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து யுகால இருந்து ஆரம்பம். யுகா ஏதோ போஸ்ட் பண்ணிருக்கியே.
சார் அது நீங்க பாத்துறாதீங்க தயவு செஞ்சு ப்ளீஸ்.
நான் பார்க்கல, ஒன் டவுட்ஸ் கேட்கலாம். வாட் இஸ் பிளாக் ஹோல் தியரி பத்தி?
அதா டேய், முதல்ல எண்ட் ஆஃப் த யூனிவர்ஸ் வந்து இட் இஸ் ஜஸ்ட் எக்ஸ்பாண்டிங் ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்கலடா. then how come it is just after?
Yuga, we don't know. People are saying we don't know actually. Sorry, Kashika, you can unmute.
His questions are kind of correct. Universe expand ஆயிட்டா இருக்கு, but because நம்ம stars நம்ம இட்டன் தூரம் போயிட்டே இருக்கு. So if இவனோட தியரி கரெக்ட், நம்ம விஷ்ணு தியரி கரெக்ட்னா பிளாக் ஹோல் குள்ள வந்து everything இருக்குது. பட் இந்த ஐடியா, கிரியேட்டிவ்னஸ் இதுக்குள்ள அவன் போட்டிருக்கிறது இஸ் வெரி அமேசிங். My question is like, where do you get this crazy ideas? Where does this generate in your head?
Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah. Okay.
So as Yuga and Kashika said, the first thing, universe doesn't have a border. It keeps on expanding. So you can't say that that's the boundary of the universe. Second,
we don't know
ஜக்கு எனக்கு புரியல.
ஆனா வந்து விஷ்ணு, you gave an example of a black hole with a potra.
எனக்கு என்ன சொல்ல விடுங்களேன்டா.
Okay.
சரி, டென்ஷன் ஆயிட்டா.
நான் டென்ஷன் ஆகல. So second thing is radiation. I don't think it can travel that far as you say in space, because radiation, I'm sorry, space, it's a vacuum. Nothing can travel, not even sound can travel. Then how do you think, some radiation like this will be able to travel such long distances as you say?
Long distance யாராலையும் சொல்ல முடியாது.
See,
ஏன்னா ஸ்டார்ஸ் கூட கிட்டத்தட்ட அந்த யூனிவர்ஸோட பார்டர்ல கூட இருக்கலாம்.
அப்படியா இருந்தாலும் it will be a distance, right? There will be a long distance to car illa.
Rakshan, we ourselves are receiving light from end of galaxy in current science la. So light can travel.
Light can travel. You go and talk about radiations. It's kind of like waves, right?
Light is a form of radiation.
Yeah, but how do you think it's literally that much possible? Creating a black hole. Scientifically, scientifically, what you're saying, it's correct. But when we think logically, I feel a bit, what like that. But anyway, good job, man. Good job on creating theories. 34.
That's a totally new perspective. I just loved it. Others who have doubt, just raise your hands. So Kashia has one more time. Yes, Kashia.
So the concept you're saying is that the radiation is traveling till the edge of the universe, and then that the entire thing itself is a black hole, right? Is that the correct theory?
No, so it creates one point la constant either radiation or something keep getting hit. நீ ஆணி வச்சு அடிச்சிட்டே இருந்தா அந்த இடம் ஓட்டையாடு.
ஒரு நிமிஷம். அந்த ஹீட் ரேடியேஷன் ரேஸ் எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து ஒரே இடத்துல
எல்லாம் ஒரே இடத்துல
my question is ஏன் எல்லாம் ஒரே இடத்துல getting hit?
இப்ப ஒரு இடத்துல இது இருக்கோம்னா
எது
ஒரு இடத்துல இருக்கோம்னா இப்ப ரோடுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. நம்ம ரோட்ல நடந்துட்டே தான் இருக்கோம். வண்டி போகுது. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அப்பதான் புதுசா தார் போட்டு ரோடு போட்டு வச்சிருக்காங்க. இப்ப அங்க நம்ம நடந்து போறோம், இல்ல ரோட்லயே விளையாடுறோம், இல்ல ரோட்ல வண்டி போகுது. இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய ஆகுறதுனால அந்த தாரு போட்ட ரோடு கிட்டத்தட்ட அந்த இருக்கிற அந்த கோல் ராக்கெல்லாம் மேல வந்து உடைய ஆரம்பிக்கும். அப்ப ரஃப் அந்த அந்த இதுலதான் அதை வச்சுதான் நான் இதை போட்டேன்.
I'm going to post this separately as separate video, definitely. This is like a very new perspective of how black hole forms. Because this is matching with all these ancient time, the space-time fabric. Maybe Vishnoo சொன்னதே வந்துட்டு instead of taking it as a border, we can take it as a cloth, layer of cloth. Continue அடிச்சிட்டே இருக்கப்போ ஓட்ட விழுந்துடும் obviously. Nice. Others, keep a question.
Keep asking.
Unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yagu, it's like nuke.
Amazing presentation.
We were seeing like how to nuke something and get energy from it. It's completely like that. Now I get it.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Sir, thank you for helping me, sir.
Amazing presentation, Anna. It is an interesting topic.
No. Because a lot of people black hole now.
Interesting theory. Yeah.
Waiting for your 50th presentation.
Yeah.
Next weekல நான் ஒரு 2 பண்ணிடுவேன் நினைக்கிறேன்.
Nice.
Super da.
We'll take this to next level. Okay.
But என்ன எனக்கு இது கிடைக்க மாட்டேங்குது. டைம் கிடைக்க மாட்டேங்குது.
கிடைக்கும்.
You become a physicist or something, you'll get all the time in the world and produce as many papers as you want. And then you have to answer a lot of questions to the world as
well. Yes. So, and I can literally see Vishnoo is gaining a lot of fan following as well. So, Ranadeep asked in YouTube live, how do you get all these theories? What is the answer, Vishnoo?
By my mind. பொழுது போலனா யோசிக்கிறதா என் வேலை.
பொழுது போலனா நான் தியரி கிரியேட் பண்ணுவேன். நீங்க பொழுது போலனா கேம் விளையாடுவீங்க. நான் தியரி கிரியேட் பண்ணுவேன். புரியுதா? Nice. Okay, all of you unmute yourself. Let's give a huge round of applause for all the 3 presenters. Well done. Thank you, Vishnoo, for your nice presentation. Quiz
Amazing presentation, Anna. Very interesting theory.
So I will post it as a separate video. Black hole new theory. By 8th grade. Which grade you are in now?
Yes, sir, 8th.
My 8th grade student. I'll put it. Okay. I'm going to promote it as well. I'll make sure you get one. For news article, I will talk to one magazine.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let's welcome our next presenter. And audience who are watching this, so this kind of thought process is what expected. So that we encourage more. because unless you start thinking out of box, you cannot create something new. So the best example is what you have seen in the previous presentation by Vishnoo Chiththan. And Vishnoo is from Sri Vageesha Vidhyashram, grade 8. And I guess it's in Sri Rangam. Vishnoo Sri Rangam, Dana?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. He's from Sri Rangam.
Sir, it's Vageesha, not Vageesha.
Vageesha, okay, Vageesha. Sorry, Vageesha. And he learns a lot of Vedas as well. Yes. Now, our next presenter is Kashikaa. Kashikaa, she is also known to introduce a lot of new things, as I mentioned a lot of times before in previous Future Scientist Meet. And today she is going to present on this topic, civilian space flight. Civilian space flight, even though it looks like a common term, but technically a lot of people haven't done much of presentations on this topic. So this is kind of new. And Kashikaa is from Kendriya Vidyalaya, Ashok Nagar, and Kashikaa is studying grade 9. Kashikaa, you can start.
Yes, thank you. So after that very heated debate on that crazy idea of Vishnoo, so maybe before starting the presentation, I would like to propose a question to everyone. I'd like to propose a question to everyone. So what do you guys think when I say civilian spaceflight?
What?
What do you all think when I say civilian spaceflight?
Okay, you can answer. You can put it in chat
People
box or answer.
going to space.
Well, astronauts go to space. That is just called spaceflight. And what do you think it means by civilian spaceflight?
Low budget or easily affordable, maybe. Who knows?
Person not newly developed spacecraft.
Or spacecraft to carry a lot of people.
A new way to fly to space.
Anything is possible.
So I think like all these things, the answers are very interesting. You're giving like new definitions to civilian spaceflight as well. But you know, this so can anyone please say like what was the recent launch that happened 2 days ago? No, that was more exciting from the Falcon 9. What do you think? Any guesses?
Falcon 9 SpaceX.
Starlink.
Dragon. The dragons.
One more time question.
I'll go with the presentation. Those are interesting answers, but the right answer was the Inspiration 4 mission. How many of you are like aware of what was that? The Inspiration 4 mission?
Can you repeat the name?
The Inspiration 4 mission.
No idea.
I never heard of this. I only heard about the Ganyan and all.
Yeah, but no, actually in the presentation you kind of cover what it is, and you'll also cover like what is civilian spaceflight. So this time I kind of tried Canva to build the presentation. I don't know how this will go, but let's see. So this like so civilian spaceflight. So what the word civilian itself mean like common people, the general public, right? So in spaceflight, obviously space, flying into space. That is kind of the aim, right? So the inspiration for in this thing, I'll mostly talk about the Inspiration 4 mission because that is the first full civilian spacecraft of all time. And so now, how many of you are aware of the Virgin Galactic mission to the Mothership 2?
Yeah,
mission?
Virgin Galactic, I know it.
Yeah.
Space tourism flight. You know, so after this presentation, I will actually show you the live feed of the Falcon 9 mission that happened. It was took from a Zoom meeting, so the quality isn't great. But you will get to see the launch. You know, when the Falcon 9 kind of rises up to the sky, it almost seems like it will almost be like a blob of fire, a ball of fire going up. So, I'm going to go to the next slide. So the presentation, how the presentation will go. So first I'll look what civilian spaceflight is, and then I'll speak. I'll give the definition of civilian spaceflight first, and then talk about how common people are going to space, and I'll furthermore talk about the inspiration for mission. You could see like the people, the 4 people here. They are the crew members of the inspiration 4 mission. There's a reason why this is called inspiration 4, because they are common people, and especially there's this one crew member which will kind of inspire me, I think, right? You know, the future, and we'll also kind of speak what is the future of civilian space. So I kind of asked this question before the presentation: what is civilian space? So I got like a lot of answers from everyone that low budget, people going to space, and all those things. So I thought, so let's go on to the right definition. The right definition is civilian spaceflight. That means we're common people, who don't have a huge academic background or huge scientific background. They kind of go to space. So usually, if you want to become an astronaut, you need to have a good academic background or military background. That's kind of a qualification that you need required to become an astronaut. But here, you don't need a huge you don't need to have a huge academic background, or you don't need the extensive training. The training for 2.5 years, 2 years that astronauts do to actually go to space. You don't need that. You can go to a mission. You can have a mission with just a little prior training, and where every people, you might have heard this quote like, space is for everyone. And this literally civilian spaceflight kind of proves that space is for everyone. So I think you all said polish like the Blue Origin, the Virgin Galactic, the Mothership 2 was that, and they were competing for the same goal to kind of put commoners to space. Now what they call is like passengers. Kind of becomes like an airplane, right? In the early stages of when airplanes were developed, common people didn't get a chance to be on the airplane, but now the story is kind of upside down. Everyone is going on airplane. Airplane is kind of like a bus now. Might be in the future it will be like a 2-wheeler or an auto or a car. And maybe in the future, space tourism or civilian spaceflight, it will always be like that. So I'm expecting a question if everyone at the end, but if you listen to the presentation, that would be a very interesting question. But let's see. So what happens is that they go to the boundary. Both of these went to the boundary of Earth, but they didn't actually orbit the Earth, right? They didn't actually go on and orbit the Earth, but it was just like on the boundary. So that was kind of what space tourism is about. And if you could see the inspiration, this is the crew patch, and it was the work. As you could read in the text, it was like the first all-civilian mission that is onto orbit. They're going to spend 3 days up in space, and actually yesterday on day 2, I think they completed 5.5 orbits. So it will be commanded by a person called Jared Isaacman. He is the founder of Ship for Payments. He's a billionaire, but he's going on the inspiration for mission through SpaceX Dragon 9 capsule. But there's like a slight modification to this Dragon 9 capsule. Usually in this top part, if you could see, I'm gonna start annotation. Yeah, if you could see in this top part here we usually sort of what happens is that there's a docking port. There's a docking port in this end of this portal. But what happens in this mission is that this is not a docking port anymore. This is like an open window. How many of you are aware about the cupola and the ISS? Now you can unmute or speak. So if you can unmute them.
Yeah, I think they can unmute.
So the question is like, how many of you are like kind of aware about what the cupola is up on the International Space Station?
I'm not sure.
The cupola is like a window, where Asha can sit there and kind of take photographs of the beautiful Earth. It's like an open window where it's a huge window. If I could take the picture, but I'll share the picture at the end. So it's like a window. And then they could see the Earth. Like it's a viewing window of looking down the Earth. So also what happened is that they kind of changed this capsule into docking port, into a mirror, into a sort of a viewing port, into a viewing glass. So if they just come out, they're just able to, they like, this is the spacecraft, inside of the spacecraft, and they come out, they could have this, instead of a docking port, there would be a mirror like structure, there's a window for that. So if they just come out, they can just see her, look everywhere around. There's like a beautiful earth below them. It's like very beautiful, it's like a viewing port. That's like a slight modification that was done in the Dragon 9 capsule that the mission is using. So that was it. So they will leave the Earth from the Kennedy Space Center. There's the 39A pre-launch. 39A launch. SpaceX has kind of took over that space port there. If you're like very much aware of what the feud between Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos is, like when SpaceX kind of took the Complex 39A launch center. NASA provided the SpaceX for that. Jeff Bezos filed a case that he cannot do that to him. You cannot give that 39A launch base to them because they would get a head start on the mission, and you're putting Blue Origin behind. He cannot file the case. He's kind of a meaner for me. But let's meet the crew. Let's meet who are going onto the mission. It's kind of very much interesting to see the people. I think like this person. Haley Arsenic, if I'm pronouncing it right, she will be the youngest person to reach in space. She's 29 years old. She'll be the youngest person to go to space, as of the detail comes out. So this is Jared. The first person is Jared Isaacman. So he's a billionaire. He's the CEO of Shift for Payments, and Shift for Payments, something like PayPal, I guess. But he's the owner. He's the billionaire. So he's the commander of the entire mission. And we have Haley Arsenic. She is St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. St. Jude is kind of I think it's a cancer institute, or it kind of looks over children who are not feeling good. They have some disease. And the thing is that she's a bone cancer survivor. When she was around 10 years old, she was actually diagnosed with bone cancer. And so her parents took her to St. Jude's, the exact place, where she was fighting over bone cancer. So she will be the first person to go to space with prosthetics. Prosthetic is that she has this titanium rod in her leg, so that she could walk. Right? She had bone cancer, so she's a bone cancer survivor. That's very inspiring to a lot of people out there. A lot of people who had bone cancer, kids who have cancer. It will allow them to have a dream of their own without thinking that their life is over because they have cancer. This is a very inspiring mission to everyone, and that's why it's known as Inspiration 4. And she's now working at the same hospital where she was taken care of. She's working as in the St. Children's Hospital, and it kind of makes sense that she becomes the crew medical officer. And she is the crew medical officer for this Inspiration 4 mission. And we have the next person is Chris Zimbrowski. He is an American data science engineer, and he was an Air Force veteran, and he's a private astronaut, and everyone here is a private commercial astronaut. So he was always interested in space, and since he was young, like a normal kid would do. And he was very much interested in space. And then as he went over, he worked at NASA. He became an Air Force veteran. So it was all that, and then he applied for this, and then he got selected to go to space in this Inspiration 4 mission. And we have Dr. Sam Doctor. So she actually, the interesting thing was that she was a finalist to become an astronaut in 2009. She was the finalist to become an astronaut, and she was a professor and stuff. She was a science communicator, and now she has a commercial astronaut. So everything is kind of very interesting in this mission. They have a lot of things that is like very first, the first person to have prosthetic. So in your quiz, you'll have a question, so be ready. So Inspiration 4, inspiration in daily life. They are inspiring us over and over again. So the mission itself is a inspiration. So they'll be traveling at 70,000 miles above Earth, and they'll be traveling 70,000 miles per hour, the speed of the capsule, and they'll conduct scientific experiments, and like normal astronauts would do, but then they didn't have much training as the normal astronauts would do. They'll spend 3 days in orbit, and they'll do valuable contributions to the scientific field, and reaching out people with a lot of scientific background and inspiring them that you can also go to space. And this is the Falcon 9 rocket before launching. So that was the presentation. I know it was a short presentation, but in the next week I'll have a very interesting presentation. But I hope you learned something from this and knew about the Inspiration 4 mission, got aware of what it is. Now what I'll do is that I'll share a clip of the Inspiration 4 mission. But in the meantime, if you have any questions.
Okay. Question time.
No, I'm hoping for a.
You can put it in chat box if you have any questions. Quiz link. Quiz record.
Quiz இருக்கு.
Yeah, quiz is there, but before
Quiz
that,
time.
I
Okay.
want to show you the actual launch that happened. That I got, but I didn't know. I didn't get any chance to.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I know the software that the platform that you used to make this presentation?
Yeah, I use Canva. This time.
Canva, okay.
You can actually make that.
Yeah, I used Canva, but did you use the paid version? Or?
No, I use the free version. There's a lot of availability in Canva.
Good job.
Thank you. So actually, I was expecting this question, that what was the difference between this suborbital spaceflight that was conducted by Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic and the Inspiration 4 mission? But after the presentation, I would like to ask the question to you guys. What do you think? What was the difference?
What is the difference between this
Blue Origin
Virgin
and
Galactic, Amazon that flight and the
one that after the presentation, do you think what was the difference?
Yes, so answer pandradharkum we can post the link so the children's
yeah, I'll post the link for this, but I'm gonna so before that, can I screen share the video?
Yeah.
How I got the video.
And this week the quarterly exam nadakkum September.
Yes, Jagu.
Guys, this is from a Zoom recording. I didn't actually get to see the launch, but I did get to see it from Zoom.
Okay.
So yeah, I recorded this so that I can present it. I'll share sound. There's a lot of sound here because there is. You can see it will be sometime. If you see the launch, it will be like a fireball rising from the ground to the sky. If you won't be able to see that, okay. If you go to a launch, imagining that you will see a huge rocket flying above you, you are very wrong because you'll be so far away from the launch. All you can see is this tiny ball fire that's going off to space. Okay, bye. Here's the launch. You can see the Falcon 9 kind of slowly rising. That's the Falcon. It's kind of going to space. You always have to see from distance. It's dangerous. Just stay in front of it. But YouTube feeds and YouTube Live have better because they place camera instead of human beings. So that's the launch. And ignore the chat section down. And that's slowly the launch. If you missed the launch, you could see there. There was actually 2 feet from the NASA spaceflight as well as SpaceX. Both of them are kind of raising fund for the Sun Jutes through YouTube Live. That was long. As I said, it's like a ball of fire. So what do you think? What do you guys think of seeing this launch? You can unmute and speak.
Ball of fire.
It is almost like an asteroid hitting an Earth, but going upwards. Not downwards.
Yeah.
Into
It looks
the
like a
earth.
shooting star, but opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 1500, there was one incident happened in, I think, in Germany or France. I think one of the Vaayusastra sessions we discussed.
Look at that emission. Oh my god. So much pollution.
Yeah. Actually, this
That's only SpaceX is trying to make reusable rockets.
Yeah, reusable rockets.
Oh yeah, November. What is that?
I think a lot of us presented on that topic,
That is
including me.
actually the first phase is kind of separating now. They separated and then they're going the second phase.
Yeah, the layer separates.
It's just like
Whistling car.
Yeah, I posted. And oh yeah, passport.
பசங்களா எக்ஸாம் இருந்தா அப்படியே சைடுல படிச்சுட்டே படிங்க. Don't make parents to shout at us.
நான் பிரச்சனை இல்ல ஜோகு.
Yeah,
Oh,
sir, but don't tell you got to again rickroll, sir.
Safety to
So sir, like during exams, should we not have this biases?
No, it keeps happening. We never missed even 1 week, I guess.
Yeah.
Last 1 year, I don't think we missed any of the week. Every week we had programs. Like, live இப்பதான் start பண்றோம். Last I think 2 months. Before that, we continuously used to.
Yeah,
I'll share the question.
Okay. Fizzling on this. Next, we have one more presenter as well.
Yeah.
Rakshansai.
அப்பா ஒரே ஒரு presentation அப்புறம் இருக்குப்பா.
இப்போ வந்து எதுவும் கவலைப்பட தேவையில்ல. ஏன்னா எப்போ வேணா திரும்ப யூடியூப்ல வந்து பார்க்க முடியும்.
Yeah, live ல இருக்குல்ல. Anytime, anywhere.
So don't worry whether you present first or last. Just keep the full energy, because when you go to school, people are going to watch it.
Actually,
If you
one
give your
person
best,
reached
even
out
your
to me.
school principal may watch it.
Yes. No,
Even some
actually,
NASA scientists may watch it. We don't know.
Exactly. I didn't tell no presentation பண்றேன்ட்டு. And the next week someone came and told, is this you? Is that the YouTube guy? Is that you? No, someone. Yeah, kid and the கேட்டாங்க இது நீ பண்ணியா அப்படின்னு.
So suddenly we got one foreign scientist who jumped in the session. She watched the whole session. It will happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Link photo. I'll post it in this as well. YouTube live as well.
Isha the link ka.
There's the quiz thing.
And this one, the first one. Below the number, click.
Yeah.
Just paste it in chat. வந்துருச்சு. Okay, link posted. This time. சத்யகி அப்படியே NGO சத்யகி அப்படியே இதுல போஸ்ட் பண்ணலாம். ஈஷா குரூப் ஜஸ்ட் போஸ்ட்.
I think 17 or 8 people are here.
I think you can start 7, 8 and then you can start.
Yeah, almost. If anyone wants to join, you can join.
I think 7, 8 people can join from here.
Then 11 people are there. I think I can start.
Yeah.
Is it timed ka? Who's it?
Yeah, it's timed. Okay. Do you want it timed or do you want it not timed?
Anything is fine.
Start. Okay, 7 people join us.
Okay.
Okay.
Ashika, put out the question. Let's read out the question. Questions படிக்கலாம்.
Yeah, we'll see the questions.
You can read out the question. What are the first full civilian mission to space?
Which we just
Inspiration. How many humans are sent to space on this mission? 3, 4, 5, 7. Write about one record. This mission will creating history. Which rocket will reach this crew to space? HLS Soyuz Falcon Starship.
actually very easy. You can rule out too easily.
Which capsule used in this mission? Soyuz Dragon, New Shepard, Mothership 2. Nice, decent.
See the leaderboard.
70% accuracy. Nice. 78% accuracy.
Oh, Anish is like 5%.
Anish is like, Anga. Pizza, Namba, like that. Satyagi also hitting now.
Yeah.
Nice. Satyagi, I think his second time is. Rakshan missed one, I guess.
Yeah.
Anish is
Amrita joined after a long time. Hi Amrita, how are you?
Please, Yugavarda, please don't get past me, da. I'm innocent.
Number 2 question number Chinese. விட்டுட்டா நீ சொன்னாலே சரி ஃப்ரெண்ட் கேட்டுட்டா அப்படின்ட்டு.
almost done, you know.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Thanks. Just in 10 points. 3470. He's 3460.
He's like, no.
Yeah, he'll be bursting out like that.
Almost 5 people.
Nice. That's
person accuracy is like 6 people done.
nice.
Amanka, please kindly taka. I'm on the verge of getting down. Please come.
I think Darsh is not answering. Others are not answering.
Yeah, I think like he went back.
Yeah.
I'm just
keeping it like this when accountable.
Oh my god, Yuga. Akka, he's answering twice. No.
That is just
Okay,
end it. So try.
Akka, you guys taking the test twice, ka?
Hey, you can't do that.
See?
I'll end it.
Kick him out.
It's fine. It's like all fun. You know, if you want to take.
No, please take him out of this. This is cheating. Please take him out.
பாக்கா இப்படியாவது அவன் வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அடிக்கிறானா.
நானும் பண்ணுவேன்.
Oh, he's on. Oh no! Let's see if we can read Anish record. He's like on.
Okay. So the actual winners are Anish, Satyagi and Aerospace.
Yeah, Anish. Okay, I'll end it now.
Okay, you can end it.
And.
Okay. Well done. That's the end of quiz. Anish,
Well done.
Satyagi, and that's Rakshan. The third spot.
Thank you, sir.
Well done. So let's give a nice work. Let's give a huge round of applause for our Kashikaa.
Amazing presentation, Anka.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's welcome our last presenter of the day, Rakshansai. So he is the CEO of Aerospace now, and he is from DAV Adambakkam grade 8. He is going to present on this topic, plants in space. நீ வீட்டுல செடி வளர்த்திருக்க, காட்டுல செடி வளர்த்திருக்க, ஸ்பேஸ்ல செடி வளர்த்திருக்கியா?
Yes. So you should give the next movie dialogue, sir.
ஆமா, அதான் ட்ரை பண்றேன். அது என்ன சிங்கம் டயலாக் நோ?
Yeah.
Something like a comedy scene.
ஆமா. So let's see. ஸ்பேஸ்ல எப்படி செடி வளர்ப்பது? ஸ்பேஸில் செடி வளர்ப்பது எப்படி? உங்களுக்கு விளக்கமாக கூறுகிறார் உங்கள் ரக்ஷன்சாய். உங்களை வருக வருக வரவேற்கிறோம். CEO of Aerospace now.
Thank you so much. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay. So, as mentioned, so Vaayusastra is a edutech startup under IIT Madras. Our job is to create the awareness of aeronautics and aerospace among school children and college students using various methods.
Sir, do you see my screen, sir?
Yes, please.
Can you see Jagu?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. And a very good evening. My name is Rakshan, and today I'm going to present to you on the topic growing plants in space. Let's dive deeper. Hello, I'm Rakshansai, and I'm here because I have to give a presentation. If you want anything, please mail me from aerospace@gmail.com. Thanks to Vaayusastra for providing this amazing opportunity. Everyone, the viewers, the YouTube live viewers, thank you so much for spending your time with me. So now let's have a look at this topic, shall we? Life in space. The scientists of today think deeply instead of clearly. One must be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quiet and sane. So Jagu, before moving on to the presentation, I would like to request you on something. Please don't force me into anyone. So they can make sure that they can unmute themselves if they want. Please.
Yes. It's kept us interactive.
Yeah. So can anyone tell me? Okay, does anyone here know who said this? This is a quote by someone very famous.
The scientists of today think deeply instead of clearly. One must be sane to think clearly,
Is it
but one can think deeply.
Hawking, Stephen Hawking's,
No. Anyone else? You're right.
or Albert Einstein?
Stephen Hawking.
No. Okay. This was a quote by Sir Nikola Tesla.
Oh.
So let's see the topic, shall we? So life in space, something amazing, right? A lot of living organisms, humans, dogs, cats, ants, monkeys, a lot of them presented on animals going into space. But there is something different. Going to space, yeah, you can unmute, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying that it's kind of dark science in which we test on animals to go to space.
Yeah. Like sometimes a tragedy, but that happens. So a lot of our organisms went to space. But anyone, have you ever wondered what was the first life to be created in space? Anyone, can you tell me the answer if you know? Going to space and getting created in space, there is a difference. So can anyone here, do you know the answer? I have the chat box open too. Please tell me the answer. Guys? Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay, not sure. Anyone else?
Kind of plant?
Yeah.
Okay. What plant? Potato is in Martian.
Yeah, potato, but it's not potato. Potato is grown in space. I'll tell you.
Is it
Not
like
humans, not dogs. No. It's for plant. Anything else but just
Tardigrades.
tardigrades, they were sent to space. There's a difference, man.
Okay.
Being sent to space and getting born in space, there's obviously we can. This is a did you know fact? The orange zinnia named Thaliana was the first flower-to-blossom in space.
Thaliana.
Yeah, this is a very hard name. Okay. So it grew in the year 1982. And do any one of you here know to which country does it belong to?
Is it Russia?
Yeah, of course. That name.
Ireland.
Yeah, that of course that name goes to Russia. It was aboard in the Soviet Salyut 7. And it has been to a lot more journeys after that because they thought it was some kind of good luck. Because Soviet Salyut 7 was a very, very big success. A few more facts. What is the study of plants in space? Yeah, there is a different specialized study. There are scientists specialized for it. It's called as astrobotany. Astrobotany is a subdivision of botany. That is the study of plants in space in space environments. It's a branch of astrobiology and botany. It's obvious. Astro and botany. Two different things combined into one. And as Jagu asked, Arabidopsis. That's the answer. First plant in space.
Arabidopsis.
Yeah, Arabidopsis is the first plant in space. To the species, the flower Thaliana belong.
Thaliana.
It's an orange zinnia. Yeah, Jagu, what is it?
அதோட image இருக்கா?
No, Jagu. I probably don't use much images.
You can show, Google it and show.
Yeah, I'll finish it and show it.
Okay.
So there are, as I said, a lot of plants have been to space, and a few common plants in space are first Arabidopsis, bok choy. It's obviously a Chinese or a Japanese name if you think of it, and it's a Chinese name. What happened to my screen? Did anyone of you see it? Able to see it?
Clear.
Yeah, it's clear only.
Okay. I just got some. Next is super dwarf wheat. It's next apogee wheat, Kashikaa rapa, rice, tulips, calancho, and flax. So these are the common plants in space. Wait a minute. Nice presentation. Thank you so much. So common plants in space: Arabidopsis, bok choy, super dwarf wheat, apogee wheat, Kashikaa rapa, rice, tulips, calancho, and flax. I got a brief summary. So just life in space. Plants and animals, rice and Arabidopsis are two examples. Then humans, dogs, other organisms. Why do we really grow plants? Yeah, who was it? Please. Yeah, someone. Yeah. Someone unmuted that. Not problem. During future long duration missions, like in space, may depend on plants. The ability of plants to provide a source of food and recycle carbon dioxide into breathable oxygen may provide critical for astronauts who will live in space for months at a time. In addition, plants provide a sense of well-being. As I said, it's considered a good thing to grow a plant. Everyone does, right? Plants in space benefits. We saw the uses now we're seeing the benefits. In order to spend years in space, we have been able to grow our own food. Plants are a part of our life cycle on Earth, right? They provide oxygen, food, everything. So NASA handles, they are learning how to grow plants in space. For example, NASA grew potatoes in space. I'll tell that in the upcoming slides. The beginning, they were unsuccessful. But later, they were the conditions much more favorable for potatoes to grow. I made a small theory. So that will tell how Yuga, Mutra. Okay. Moving on. Space agencies which took plants to space. Just a second. Okay. So I just mapped it out. NASA, European Space Agency, Roscosmos, that's Russia's, ISRO, and Australian Space. So these are the basic space agencies which took plants to space. Mostly it's NASA and SpaceX. I didn't mention SpaceX here because moving on. My theory on space cropping. These are my ideas. How to grow plants, space agriculture, without gravity and environmental factors. They are done with LEDs because light is scarce. This produces a spectrum of light suitable for the plant's growth. Water usage is minimized to its lowest, and soil probably no need because there are a lot of plants that can grow without soil and they can survive long durations without water. Roots go in every direction, and water and other essential plant foods float. Why? Because it's space, man. Why do we need LED? Everyone has this question, and I said LED and red is better. See, so everyone do have this question because they are durable and they have long life. They don't need much power. They're better than this normal lighting. So Dr. Ray Wheeler, he's a NASA scientist who led for advanced life support activities in the engineering directorate. He used LEDs to grow plants, which was an idea which originated with him. He's a NASA scientist, as I said, as far back as the late 1980s. So in the 1980s, they probably started growing crops. Did you know? Astronauts above the ISS ate the first space-grown salad, a red romaine lettuce, on August 10th, 2015. Yes, they liked what they ate. So when we think about growing plants in space, we're talking about an enclosed environment. And for example, the ISS. I know this is a short presentation. Thank you so much. Hope you like my presentation. Any questions, you can ask me now. And as always, mail me, ask me, anything. So much.
That's a very engaging presentation.
Wait a minute. You asked the image of
Taliana.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Plant. Just happened. Yeah. So Arabidopsis. So this is it. And it's an orange color, very beautiful flower. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Yeah, this is it.
Oh, nice.
But this thing actually, this flower.
There's an image where NASA.
Yeah, this is how they actually did it.
Oh, nice.
And for the first time, I created a word wall quiz. Can I share it?
What is
Word wall.
Word wall.
Yeah.
Crazy quiz.
Yeah.
I want to see it, how it works. You can share your image as a screen and.
Then we can all
Like
start
Riyansh,
doing
na?
quiz
Yeah.
in World War.
Word wall.
How you all create the quiz like this?
It's kind of easy. Just type in the question and you get it.
You install
Yeah,
the app.
I'll send it. So, guys, any doubts? Tell me, please.
It's very nice actually.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah. Ask me, please.
What about genetically modified plants?
Yeah, genetically modified plants, you mean hybrids, they surely can be grown because they are, it's like making it much more easier to grow plants in space. Because not all the plants, not all the original plants can survive properly in space, but I sent it to you guys. But actually, genetically modified plants, they are a very, very good idea. SpaceX is trying to grow genetically modified plants, and I hope they succeed.
That CRISPR.
What is it?
I was just saying that CRISPR technologies are kind of increasing. That this genetically modified plants, amazing presentation. A lot of facts I didn't know.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Shannon, please. Guys, can anyone? This is the first time I'm doing it, so there might be a few problems. Please adjust with me. Can you start attending it?
Yeah. Screen share பண்ண அப்படியே பார்க்கலாம்.
1 minute. Share. Terida.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have, this is the question. Jagu, how to actually see only the questions?
I have no idea.
If you are kind of posting the question,
1 minute, Jagu.
then you
Play.
Oh, no. Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't know how to use this actually.
Start.
Maybe.
This is the, okay.
Maybe.
So this is the first question.
Nice.
Answer what do you want? Okay. What is it? Why is it going automatically? I didn't do anything. Yeah. That's it.
You need to answer it.
No, how can I answer it, Jagu? Because everyone.
Anna, there is a share option.
What is your
share option?
Share. No. This shares the link. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Answer.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to do it.
Actually, can you make it a normal quiz because it's very difficult to play that? Or else it may not be, but I was stuck in that game.
It might not be difficult.
Quiz. Okay, I'm going for the normal quiz. Okay.
No.
If you just understand how it is going, it will be very easy.
Okay, now do you see it?
Yeah.
The first question.
Which is a plant? This is the first plant in space. Orange, Nia, Arabota, potato, rubber plant, rose.
Option B.
Hey, don't tell the answer.
Don't tell the answer. Which space agency launched Taliana to space? ESA, Roscosmos, NASA, ESA, ESA.
This is an easy question.
Next. Name of the addition needed for plant to grow in space.
See, addition. So you have to.
A light emitting diode, liquid crystal display, water, light, UV. Plants can't grow in space. That's all.
Anna, you share the link.
I shared it, man.
ரெண்டுலயுமே இருக்கு பாரு chat box ல இருக்கு.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just have to click quiz and become pro.
Yeah, just click it. After you'll attend it. How do roots of plants grow in space? Above, concentrate in just only one direction. Roots die in space. Below every direction. What is the name of growing plant system? Astrobotany, botany, astrology, astrobiology, astrozoology, astronomy. வேணும்னு இந்த மாதிரி தான் கேட்டேன் நான் ஈஸி தான் அது. What did astronauts about the ISS eat for the first time as an ingrown plant? Red romaine cabbage, red romaine lettuce, red romaine tomato, red romaine vinegar, red romaine cabbage juice, red romaine potato. இது கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமான கேள்வி, but if you listen to it, it will be easy.
Nice. You can close it. Okay, you don't have to answer.
No, I won't answer.
Close பண்ணதும் அப்புறம் நம்ம leaderboard.
How can I see the leaderboard?
Refresh it.
So anyone tell me if you finished it.
I think answer பண்ணத பார்க்க முடியும் நினைக்கிறேன், but I don't know.
Okay, I'll stop share, I'll answer and then I'll show.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 minutes. Okay, Darsh. Darsh is in the first place. Now can I share my screen, Japu? Yeah. Darsh is in the later place. Please don't take me into consideration, okay?
Yes.
Anyone tell me? I don't know any problem from your side. I think so.
Yeah,
Try
I
taking it
finished
from other
Rakshan.
device.
Refresh.
Rakshan, refresh it, Rakshan.
Okay.
I finished it.
Hey, what? Yugava? என்னடா
அவன் நார்மல் குவிஸ் வேண்டானா எந்த குவிஸ் வாங்க?
third time பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
மேஷ் சேஸ் குவிஸ் பாக்குறேன் ஒரு நிமிஷம். ஓ அனிஷ் யா ouch. அனிஷ்
டேய் நான் வந்து தப்பான குவிஸ்ல அட்டெம்ப்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன். நான்
மேஷ் சேஸ்
தப்பான
போகாதடா.
குவிஸ்ல
go to the normal quiz டா. நார்மல் குவிஸ் போங்க. நார்மல் குவிஸ் போங்க.
தப்பான குவிஸ் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன். கரெக்டான குவிஸ் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணி
இப்போ that's the reason Yuga has a very very good chance to win.
It doesn't only work in Microsoft Edge or Windows.
I hope it works in everything.
Okay, time ஆயிடுச்சு. Let's finish it. 9:36.
Yeah, Satyagi. He's in.
Sir, wait, sir.
வாடா வெயிட்ரா.
Please finish.
Yes, Anna. Please.
Please finish.
Guys, did you like my presentation?
Yes, Anna. It is very amazing.
Your reviews, please. Guys, reviews. Anyone?
Put your reviews in the YouTube live.
YouTube live.
Yeah.
Even in the chat, it's okay. You can again tell me. Unmute yourself.
Best, it's good only. Plants in space. It was very interesting, engaging.
Anna, end it, please.
End it. Wait a minute.
Refresh.
Because see, a lot of them are attending, right?
You need to refresh.
Yuga முடிச்சியா?
முடிச்சாச்சு. refresh பண்ணு.
Normal quiz.
வரலையேடா.
வெயிட் பண்ணு.
quiz எடுக்கணும். கேம் ஷோ quiz எடுக்க கூடாது.
He is in game show. Go and check in the game show.
அட பாவி, நான் கேம் ஷோ அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். வெயிட் பண்ணு. Just give me a second. நான் ஃபாஸ்டா
ஆனந்தி ப்ளீஸ். ஐயோ யுகாக்கு இப்போ வந்து சான்ஸ் டு வின் ரொம்ப அதிகமா இருக்கு. Ranandeep, can you please attend this quiz, not the game show quiz or the maze chase?
Anna, please end it now.
Hey, it's just a game, that's not like winning or losing. It's just to show that you have, understood the topic. That's it. Not much, not anything else. Take it cool. And anyway, you're second, Ra, because you're gonna ignore me. Aerospace now ignore me.
Let me see. He is not still come.
Kashikaa, she's in the fourth place. Awesome. Yo. Yuga.
Trying to know where this
You, Yuga, வாடா சீக்கிரம். I think Jagu is really angry.
Why
done.
Kanna, wait.
Almost 10 p.m.
Ranadeep has finished.
Yeah, Ranadeep has finished. Yuga, you are not even in this.
Day, I am there. Refresh it. Refresh it.
Go to the game show, please. Yeah,
Yes,
Uga is there.
Yuga is there. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna finish it. That's it. Wait a minute. How should I finish this? How should I finish this?
I have no idea. எல்லாரும் புதுசு புதுசா கண்டுபிடிச்சு காட்டுறது.
Hey, there's end game. Come down.
Yeah, where?
Come up.
Ah,
Slowly scroll.
end of game.
Oh, that is end of game. Huh?
Okay, விடு. Just close it.
So that's it. So Satyagi, Anish, Ranandeep. Hey, not this round, not this. It will clear everyone. It will clear the
This
leaderboard.
one is much more easier.
Yeah, so these are the winners. Ignore me. So Satyagi, Anish, Ranandeep, Yuga, Kashikaa, and Dash. Everyone here is a winner.
Now, who is Aerospace now?
Me da, நான்தான்டா. தப்பா எடுத்துட்டேன். So everyone here is a winner. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for attending this quiz. Thank you so much for
It is
participating.
very interesting question.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, including the ones who are watching me on YouTube. Thank you so much.
Thank you, audience, for watching us.
Thank you, Anna.
Yeah, thank you, audience.
Amazing presentation, Anna.
Thanks.
Thank you, teachers, principals, or anyone watching this. So this is our new initiative from Vaayusastra Aerospace, promoting children's skill sets, knowledge over space and aeronautics related technologies. It's called Future Scientist Me. Do support us. Do share with a lot of people. So whatever we are trying to do is, please support. Thank you. See you all.
Thank you so much. See you.